If you have been religiously watching The Wizard Liz or creating a new Pinterest board for your dream life, well, it might just be time for your winter arc. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Julia, and I have been personally victimized by seasonal affective disorder. But this year, I'm going to be doing something different. I'm going to be planning out my winter arc, so I'm not only surviving this winter, but thriving this winter season. Fear not, 2025 is not over yet. We still have a couple of months to really make those 2025 goals last and enter 2026 in the best era of our lives. Wait. Before we get into the video, I am doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Have you heard about the giveaway? I'm sure you probably have, but are you subscribed? I am giving away some designer purchases, some beauty products, some really fun things that you guys have been loving and that I have been absolutely loving. So if you've not already, make sure that you're subscribed. And if there's anything that you would love for the giveaway, make sure to comment it down below so I know to add it. Duh. Before anything else, before we can grow, we need some direction. So whether you know exactly what you want to get out of this winter season or you have no idea where to start, we are going to start by defining our goals. But how do you actually find out what your goals want to be? Well, a great place to start is look over that vision board that you made at the beginning of 2025 or even at the end of 2024. Remind yourself what you wanted to get out of this year. And if you don't have one, or if you think those goals just don't really pertain to where your life is now, let's start a new one. So we're going to head to Pinterest. I am giving you permission to scroll intentionally for a couple of hours to really define where we want this season to be. So if you have no idea what you want to get out of it, I want you to just start pinning and saving every single thing that just strike something in you, that you feel something, that you feel like this is where I want to be. Once you have a good board of all of these ideas, then we're going to start clear cutting them. See what ideas repeat over and over and over again. And that is going to be the start of your goals. Include sections for career, for your wellness and lifestyle, for your finances, for your personal time, like your hobbies, for your fitness goals. I want all of them to be clearly in there. So now if you haven't already had an idea where we're going with this winter arc, now you should start to have an idea. All of these goals should be definable. They should have a time that they need to be done by. They should be clear, cut, and concise. So the moment that you start, you know exactly where you're going and you know exactly when you want to finish. I want you to say, I want to have X done by X time. Now, you know I'm going to say it, so just get out the pen and paper. We're going to start writing them down. Of course, we're going to start writing them down. That's how your brain remembers. I want every single area to be checked. I want you to have a financial goal. I want you to have a fitness goal. I want you to have a career goal. I want you to have a personal goal just for yourself. Maybe you also have a relationship goal. You can have 5 different mini goals that you want to accomplish. So now we have the list. These are the areas, these are the things that we are going to be working on. And you see why it's so important to have a time frame, because it's so easy to tell myself, I'm going to lose 5 pounds, or I'm going to save $1,000 in my emergency fund. Okay, but when? I want you to be so clear about it that your brain doesn't have any excuses for, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll start next Monday. No, I have a time limit that I need to do these on, so they need to be worked on. Now, probably my favorite thing to do for yourself to really drive in these goals is write yourself a letter. I don't want you to spend just 5 minutes saying, dear self, I hope you're doing well. No. I want you to spend an afternoon. I want you to dim the lights and put on a candle and maybe some of your favorite jazz music. I want you to be so intentional and present when you do this. I want you to look over the goals that you have set for yourself and write that into your letter. And while you're writing this letter, I want you to have that end goal in mind, because you are not going to be reading this letter until the time or the date that you put on that. So if you say, I'm giving myself 3 months to do X, Y, and Z, I don't want you to be reading this letter until those 3 months are up. So this should be a very reflective letter for yourself. This should be very personal. This should be filled with intent. This should be looking on yourself in motivating yourself. Ask yourself questions. Maybe you start the letter with, how did I do with my daily routines? Maybe you ask yourself what you could improve on for the next couple of months moving forward. And as soon as that letter is out there, I want you to seal it up, and you are not allowed to look on it until you have that time frame. Now that we have that all out of the way, you have your goal, it's very clearly defined, you know where you want to go with your winter arc, and you wrote yourself a letter, very important, so you can reflect later on. Let's start getting into it. One of the easiest things that you can be doing right now is routines. I talk about routines all the time because routines equal discipline, and discipline equals accomplishing your goals. So I have talked about this app time and time again, but I'm going to talk about it just maybe a couple more times. This app is Tiimo. This is basically a system for accomplishing your goals and keeping a routine. It's a very simple interface, which I really enjoy. I have used so many habit trackers, so many different like daily routine trackers, and this by far is my favorite. As you can see here, this is what my day looks like. So I have this structure set up every single morning that I have my morning routine and my evening routine already laid out. I have juggled so many different routines, and I have found out the simpler, the better. Again, make it clear, concise, and easy for you. I think that you should be doing routines for everything because, again, the less you have to think about everything you're doing, more energy you can put towards the things that you actually want to be doing. So if you have a big financial goal, maybe every week or every month you have a sort of checklist that you go through with yourself to define your budget and define your expenses. Whatever it is, routines. And that's why I love Tiimo. I think it's like the perfect place to start for like an everyday easy routine. Now, before we get into our fitness routines, let's talk financial goals. Finances is one of those things that stresses a lot of people out when they don't have it in order, and I completely understand. It has become so important for me to track my spending, track my budget, and have a monthly budget. This is the Notion template that I've been using. I will leave it down below. This is a free template, and I just copied the version so you can see how it comes. I love this. It's a super easy template to use. Basically, you'll go into the left that says expenses, and then you'll start putting in all of your expenses with the date. For anyone who is overwhelmed by the idea of Notion, I feel like this is a great template to start with because you don't need to know a lot about it. It's pretty clear cut. You put your income in the left so that way you know how much money you're bringing in every month, and you can clearly define what you're spending every month. If you have not started tracking your finances this winter arc, this season, it is time for us to stop fearing our money, because you are never going to be able to handle money at a big point if you can't handle it at a small point. Now let's talk workout schedule, because I feel like that's a little bit easier for people. I understand that everyone has a different fitness goal in life, and everyone is at a different point in their fitness journey. Not everyone is capable to do 100% all of the time, and that is totally okay. I still think it is very important for us to have some sort of fitness goal, so that way we are continuing to move forward and treating our bodies as great as they deserve. For anyone who has maybe just started a fitness routine or doesn't know where to start, my biggest thing I can tell you is please be realistic with your body at the time. Maybe your fitness goal starts with 2 days a week. Maybe you're just doing 2 lifting days. Maybe you do an upper body and a lower body day. Or maybe you do a couple of days a week and then you're just walking the rest of the week. So I'll share with you guys my current workout routine so that way you have a little piece of where to go with it. Your winter arc at the end of the day is going to be very personal for you. These are just some easy steps for you to follow, so hopefully you can get going on your winter arc and really make these next couple of months transformative for you. This time of year can be so slow for your body. Your mind wants to slow down, your body wants to slow down. It's getting dark earlier. you don't necessarily feel like yourself as much, you're lower on energy. I completely understand. I've been there time and time again. But hopefully setting up these systems for yourself will give yourself a little extra boost this time of year. And I'm just here to wish you guys absolutely nothing but the best for this winter arc season. Let the season bring out the best in you. And if you are still a little concerned about where to start, fear not. I am having a winter arc reset that will be coming this Thursday, so we can start our winter arc together. Get those routines started, tidy up the home, do maybe a little glow up, who knows? And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. That lets me know that you enjoyed these type of videos so I can keep making them for you. And if you have not already, make sure that you are subscribed. My 1,000 subscriber giveaway is coming so soon. And I upload a new video every Sunday and every Thursday. So I will see you guys back here again very soon. Bye!